Greetings, traders. It is I, Abdul Shabazz, and this is some real change stock options trading journey. And today, this terrific Thursday, so happy to be here in the building with you all. So very grateful for today, and I will quickly start sharing my plans for today. Wonderful Thursday that is upon us. Alrighty then. Interested in a 540 call. If the market decides that it would like to go up today, I like to take that profits at 543, 7, and then at 545, 2. If the market decides it would like to go down today, then I like to take a put, a 534 put. Take profits at 531, 4, even possibly to 529, maybe even lower. The 526 is also on the radar. Anything is possible. Everything is probable. It's just a matter of time and patience. Todd Macon is in the building as well. Shout out and good morning. Grateful day to you, Todd. Got the news up. See what's going on here. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. As we begin today, and let us make today our best trading day ever. Not by way of P&L, but by way of following our plans. As Big Money Lance enters the building. Lance, how are you, buddy? So good to see you this morning, Lance. Let us exercise some discipline today and get some of these monies. We'll be getting ready to start here in less than 30 seconds. Thank you guys for hitting the like button as you come in. I do appreciate it. Bismillah, here we go. If anybody else has any plans that they would like to share, please feel free to put them in the chat. Everyone is encouraged to have a set of plans. And of course, no one knows what the market is going to do, but a set of plans is like a guide. It's pretty much saying if the market does this, you'll do that. If the market does that, you'll do this. So everyone is still encouraged. Okay, I got you, Lance. I will be giving you a call later on today as well to follow up with you to see how that's going. Brooke Sanchez is in the building, as well as Mo Money Trades. That's right. The gang is all here. And if you guys want to share your plans in the chat, please feel free. If you want to hold those cards close to your chest, please feel free. For those of you who are just joining, my plans are as such. I like to take a 540 call, take it to the 543, possibly the 545, 2. And if the market decides that it'd like to go down today, I'll take a put, a 534 put that is, possibly to the 531, possibly to the 529, and that 526 is on my radar as well. 2 alarms set, one at 539. The other alarm is set at 534. Until then, I'm going to sit back, relax, enjoy a cuppa, and let the market do what it does until it is time for me to do what I do, and that is identify who's in control, identify where greed and fear are on the charts, and then set up a plan to be able to attack either the bulls or the bears. It doesn't matter. I have no bias. Let me check to see if there's any news today. 10 o'clock, existing home sales come out. We did have some jobless claims that came out at 8:30. But now we do have existing home sales that come out at 10 o'clock. And on the 5-minute chart here in the middle, I did not put up pre-market. No huge movement overall post and pre-market as the market is awaiting the progress on the trade deals. So I'm sure once more information is available on that, we'll start to see something. I have identified a controlled buying algo coming out of pre-market. You're not going to see it on the 5-minute chart because I don't have up pre-market on the 5-minute chart, but you will see it on the 2-minute chart as I blow that up for you right here. See, if I blow it up here on the 2-minute, you can see that controlled buying algo. Well, this is where we closed yesterday, right in the same area we are today. Post market, we pretty much was flat, drifted down a little bit into the early morning of today. And then from there, at 5 o'clock, we started putting in higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. But we still have not gotten back to that 538 area. Okay? Hence, which is why I am not interested in a call until we get above all of this. Okay? To me, this is a no trade zone until we get above it all. Okay? We've clearly seen that just touching that 539, the market used that as resistance and it's come back down. And that's exactly why I'm interested in a 540 call. Getting in at that 539.3, okay, with a break possible and retest of this 539 area. But that's going to take a lot. And it's also clearly visible why I don't like a put until we get below the 534. The 534 has acted as support all yesterday, all afternoon, and even this morning. So I'm interested in what's below that 534, which is why I want to take a 534 put if the opportunity does present itself. But again, you can't see it on the 5-minute chart because I don't have a pre-market because we're right where we left off yesterday. But I did want to show it here on the 2-minute Heikin-Ashi So you can understand why I do have these gold algo up, because I have identified from this morning, okay, an uptick in this trend, in this buying algo, with higher highs and higher lows. Now, putting that out the way, going over to the 5-minute chart. Let me go ahead and get that repositioned here. Okay, it's great. Now let's go to the 5-minute chart. Let's go ahead and blow that up. On the 5-minute chart, okay, you see this algo is misplaced here on the 5-minute chart because I don't have up pre-market, but you can see, looking at the current candle, you can see the bulls making a move by rejecting lower prices. The bulls are rejecting lower prices and have been buying up everything from the 530, 5.4 going higher. Now, without pre-market, you can still clearly see exactly where we are and what's going on. So just for clarity purposes, let's say I go ahead and remove this algo that we're looking at this morning. Okay, bam, coming out of pre-market. Let's just pick up where we left off yesterday. Picking up where we left off yesterday, you can also clearly see where my alarm is here at the 539, why I'm not interested in a call until we get above this area. This is the area I'm interested in a call. Taking a 540 call, a 539.3 with a break and entry round type area. Nothing is exact. Nothing is exact. We're dealing with areas. We're also dealing with probabilities. This is also why I don't like to take or think about a put until we reach this area, which puts us back into the probability of the market going down. Now, also there is a larger selling algo here at stake, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring that back into view as I re-highlight the chart. Okay, bam, 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 there it is. Okay, coming from that double top from yesterday, with that 544 being the highest that the bears was going to give up. That 544 area of resistance did exactly what it was supposed to do, and after that, now, not perfect nonetheless, but still a controlled selling algo overall. So by removing pre-market, picking up where we left off yesterday, you can also clearly see why I want to wait till we get above that 539. If we wait until then, who am I targeting? Well, I'm targeting these bears, and I'm targeting these bears. See, when I get ready to take a trade, I want to know where's my money going to come from. In this particular case, I'm looking at an area where bears may feel just a little bit uncomfortable. Just a little bit uncomfortable. Now, if you're in from the 534, you just be taking a little less profits. But if you're in any lower than that, trying to hold on, thinking there might be a continuation in this controlled selling algo, if we start trading above the 539 with a close, with confirmation, and then a continuation candle, because as you know, we don't just like confirmation, we like continuation as well. Well, if that does happen, that will present us an opportunity for these guys to run for cover. And in their closing out their position, they will have to buy. buy will push the market higher. So that is why I like that 539 area for a call. If you see something different, let us know. That could be beneficial to the whole team. But this is my desired area. Now, as well, looking to the other side. Why do I like below the 534 for a put? And where will that money come from? Well, let's look at the bulls who found support at the 534 yesterday at 1230. Aha. Let me go ahead and light these guys up. Aha, there we are. And that which is being created this morning. Okay. This will be some nice liquidity to help push the market further down if this happens. As well as if we go to the left and look a little bit more left, we do see these guys here from yesterday morning. So, getting below that 534 could begin to make some of these bulls feel just a little uncomfortable. And where they feel uncomfortable is where I want to be. Because if these bulls want to go ahead and exit their position, they're going to have to sell. Sell will bring the market down. I will enter a put. Pop, pop, pop. Take some quick profits if they present themselves. Until then, I'm going to relax. Enjoy this nice cuppa. And allow the market to do what it does. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for sharing your plans. Lord knows there are many, many, many channels you could be on right now. So I am very grateful and humbled by you being here. As I continue to give shout out to the team as they check on in. Terry Thomas is in the building this morning, as well as Sailor 58. Shout out to the whole team. Alrighty. So that was just a quick breakdown of what I currently see the market doing and showing us. And again, I'm always quick to say, I know absolutely nothing. I'm not a guru. I'm not a furu. I'm just someone who is passionate. Someone who not is just involved, but is committed to extracting many millions out of the market. And everything has a beginning. And along this beautiful road to run unto you wonderful companions, you wonderful teammates, has truly been a blessing. As we all have the same desire and goal, and that is to change the dynamic of our lives and the lives of the people and things that are near and dear to our hearts. And we can do that here with accomplishing and mastering this skill. Keep in mind, this does require a commitment. You cannot just be involved in trading, you have to be committed. Jesse Swanson is in the building. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate you, and thank you for joining us this morning. Well, I've said enough. Now I'm going to go ahead and let the charts do the talking. Check back with you guys as we get closer to 10 o'clock. And of course, I do want to say absolutely that this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a teammate sharing what I see, the market showing. If you see something, please feel free to share it as well. Right now in that controlled buying algo that I told you guys about coming out of pre-market, I just took it off the chart. We have enough now that I can show it. Here at market open. I can show it now. Okay. A little less than 10 seconds to the 10 o'clock candle. We have a new 30-minute candle, new 15-minute candle, and a new 5-minute candle. We knew there was going to be resistance in this area. And that's exactly why I drew this area here. Knowing that this was going to be the contested area, and not until we saw a break and a retest of the 540 that I want to get in a call. Now, that's not to say that you couldn't have made money from the 537 up, because you absolutely could have, if that is how you trade, because it was absolutely there. And I'm not saying that this is over. I'm just saying that this area was going to be an area of a conversation. And that's exactly why I did not take the call yet. As I said, I wanted to get a break and retest of this 540 area. We got the break of the 540. Here is now the retest that is happening right now. Will she survive this retest? I don't know, because this is looking like a death candle. Again, we didn't know what was going to happen, but we knew the area it was going to happen in, causing us to be safe, causing us not to be fooled, not to be tricked, not to fall for the trap. We're going to let the market close, the candle close. Again, we know the area. We don't know what's going to happen out of this area. If I can get everybody to hit the like button, that would be awesome. Dr. J is in the building. Less than 5 seconds left on this current 5-minute candle. Again, the 1-minute candle at 10:10 concerns me. That is a death candle. A lot of liquidity in this area. Those are lower highs on the 1 minute. Those are lower highs on the 1 minute. A lot of uncertainty here. This is going to be dynamic one way or the other. A little too much excitement for me. I like boring trading. But again, we knew where the party was going to happen at. Let's wait and see if we get an invitation. Alrighty, I just entered a call. Again, we explained this earlier, why this area would have the resistance that it would have, and the possibility of us getting above this area, as I explained, why I wanted to take that 540 call and take it to the possible 543, and then even possibly to the 545. This trade was explained and called out prior to taking it. Very grateful. Another solid day. I went ahead and took profits right there. Unbelievable trade. As we close upon the end of that current 5-minute candle, I wanted to take the profits there at that 5-minute candle as it presented itself. And if the market does want to retrace, then there's always an opportunity for me to get back in. But I wanted to take that money while it presented itself to me, and I greatly appreciate it. Solid trade, very patient. We waited on it. We called out the area. We identified the area. We highlighted the area. We talked about the area. You saw me get in the area, take the trade in the area, and then take the profits when they presented themselves using a 0 DTE. And now I will just regroup and look for another trade if one does present itself. But this one paid very nicely. Walillahi alhamd. Allahu Akbar. Thank you, team. Thank you, team. And again, we always share our trading plans in the chat first thing in the morning. We're always transparent on this channel. We're transparent with our wins, and we're also transparent with our lessons that we take every now and then. Still much more room to the upside on this. So for those of you who are still in this trade, shout out, congratulations to you. To those of you who are looking for an opportunity to get in on a pullback, well, you got one there. Congratulations to you as well. As the Heikin-Ashi is still green. So, yeah. I could have got a little more out of that trade. Yes, I could have. And that is what I want to work on. I want to work on increasing my profits without increasing my risk. But we were very close to the larger selling algo, which is why I also got out. Just in case you guys forgot about that, let me show it back to you here on the weekly chart. And this is also why I took profits here as well. Let me highlight it, bring it back as she's just faded out. You see that? Bring back that. And now we can see her very clearly. Okay. So there is a larger controlled selling algo that has been happening since that 613. We talked about this yesterday. Also identified clear areas where I said would be a great place to buy for your long-term portfolio. I also have now highlighted those areas here on the chart with the word buy in them. So these are areas that I will be buying long-term positions in the SPY. Not until then. Until then, I want to see if we break out of this controlled selling algo. Right now, we're at the very top of it. And a lot of times we've hit the top and come down, which is another reason to motivate me to take my profits and take them why they presented themselves. Yeah, I chickened out a little bit, but I still identified the fact that we were at the top of this algo, and I don't want to take it down and give me money back. I didn't want to give any money back, and I wanted to respect the algo. Okay, so there's always profits to be made and had in the chart. If we break this algo, that's great. That just sets me up for the profits in the trade that I want to take tomorrow going into next week, inshallah. Either way, I wanted to point that out to you, also to let you know why I decided to take profits in that area, re-showing you that larger algo that we're in and trying to break to create a new structure. We're attempting to create a new structure, and the structure that we're attempting to create is gonna be like this. That's it right there. This is the structure we're attempting to create. The control buying. Right here. This is what we're attempting to create now. So if we break out of this controlled selling, that would be fabulous. Nice little pullback Monday, Tuesday. Catch the bottom of that algo and take profit as it ascends back to the top to retest the highs. So this is what the market is trying to do. Let me go ahead and make it a little visible for you guys. Okay, this is where she's at now. Okay, that's where she's at now. This is where she was. And this is where she was. Okay. Now, even here, you could clearly see in this control selling algo that we're right at the top of that algo. So that's why I went on ahead and took profits. I hope it keeps going, because if it does, and we finish this week very strongly, then that will absolutely set us up for next week. So I absolutely look forward to that possibility taking place. So just wanted to clarify that. Didn't mean to do that. Is anyone still in the call? If so, congratulations to you. Is anyone still currently in this call? I know we have some dynamic traders on here. Okay. Aha, look at that. Still ascending. Fang Fang said just took profits. Shout out to you, Fang Fang. Beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. Congratulations to you on that trade, Fang Fang. Somehow my plans are making more money than me. As we've called out a profit target area of the 543.7. Yes, we have 543.7. And then possibly the 545.2. Thank you, Fang Fang. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And she's still climbing. She's still climbing. And that is my trader's prayer, that I trade better. Bigfoot Hunter, Pennsylvania. And I want to hold my profits till target. Yeah. I don't want to complain because I'm grateful and I'm thankful. Because anytime you're able to extract money from the market, you've done a miraculous thing. But the thing with us guys is that I want us to become disciplined traders who seek mastery in trading, not P&L. I don't want us to be a group of people who shows our P&L. I want us to be a group of people who shows where we got in, where we got out. And when you see our chart, you automatically know that we made some money. We don't need to show you the P&L. All we need to do is show you the chart. See, that's what I am after. And that's why sometimes I'm frustrated, but I wanted to clarify why. I'm grateful for the amount of money that I make, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm chasing being a great trader. And when you chase being a great trader, the money chases you. So let us rejoice in the fact that we have done something that's very difficult to extract money out of the market. But when we have a clear vision and a clear setup, then we owe it to ourselves to hold to profit target. Now, the one thing that we are responsible for now is de-risking ourselves from the trade. Let's not worry about the profit. Let's worry about the risk. When we're finally in a position to move our risk to a point where we've de-risked ourselves from the trade, meaning we're not going to lose any money. Either we're going to make money or it's going to be a break-even trade. When you've got to that point, you've done your job. Now let the chart do its job and get you your money. We saw clearly, based upon what the market was showing us, where the ability the market potentially had to go to. And we identified that at the 547.3. See that? 547.3. I'm going to go ahead put an alarm. I'm sorry, 543.7. A little dyslexic in my talk because I'm a little upset I missed it. 543.7. Let's put an alarm there. Okay. That was the desired target. And there was no reason to get out before it. That's why I also want being completely transparent with you guys. That's why I love executing my trade, seeing the setup on the 5 minute, executing on the 1 minute, and then after I get in the trade, I love switching to the Heikin-Ashi. Let me show you why. Let's go ahead and blow that up real quick, and then I'll stop talking soon. Let's go to the 1 minute chart. All right, this is the 1 minute candlesticks, okay? 1 minute candlestick, okay? So now I'm in the trade, okay? Once we started having this pullback here, putting in these hangmen, because these are not hammers. They're at the top of a chart. So these are hangmen. We had a shooting star and then two hangmen. So is when I saw the second hangman is when I took profits. Because you have to remember, before, let me go ahead and highlight it for those of you who don't know the language that I'm talking about. Whoa. Right here. So this candle was all the way red, stopped red, gave me a red hangman. This candle started off red as well. So then when I saw those two back-to-back hangman forming, I went on ahead and took profits and was faked out on the 1 minute chart and missed all of this move. So yes, it was great looking for that break and retest of that 540 area, which is what I waited for. Was patient here, nailed it here, coming right out of the gate. Okay? Made great profit. But it wasn't the best trade. It wasn't the best trade. After I got in on the execution was slamming. Dan the man would be proud because we waited until we got the close above the 540. And then once we got that close, we got in on the very next candle, which is the continuation. So we wanted a close above this area, which we had not gotten until at 10 o'clock. So we first got the break, then we got the retest. After the retest, we never closed above it again. Once we did close above it, that was my sign. Boom, I pulled the trigger and got in. What I should have done immediately was then switch, like I typically do, to my 2 minute Heikin-Ashi candles. When you switch to the Heikin-Ashi candle, you could literally trade the Heikin-Ashi candle until you see another red candle. So I literally could have traded this and been perfectly fine going from my entry and left it alone until I saw another red candle. Let me just put it up here. Right here. I could have waited right there. If I would have switched to the Heikin-Ashi, and not only that, but we also identify algos on this channel. We identify buying algos and selling algos, and she's still in the buying algo. Yes, I understood that I was coming to the top of the larger selling algo. I understood that. But the market still wasn't telling me to get out yet. Fear took me out. I have to admit it. Fear took me out. I've been on a probably my longest win streak in a long time. Fear took me out. The fear of this happening was happening right now. But it shouldn't have happened. Because if I would have switched to my Heikin-Ashi, I could have rolled my Heikin-Ashi until I at least got a red candle. Then I could have gotten out. Again, completely transparent. Calhoun said, okay, yeah, all right, that's good. What's the next move? All right, okay, buddy. It's happening right now as we speak. Let's see where the market closes. As she is attempting to break. Oh, absolutely get in a put. Absolutely, you should already be in a put. Man, I should have been in a put. Instead of me explaining that, I should have been in a put. Brooks, somebody tell me you're in a put right now off this 5-minute beautiful shooting star. Man. Wow. Good job, Fang. Man. Me explaining that caused me to miss that move. Nonetheless, there'll always be another. I'm trying to tell you. Calhoun said, I'm trying to tell you. I know, right? Yes, sir. Thank you, man. You sure was trying to tell me too, Calhoun. You was really on it too, bro. Lining up on the 15-minute chart. It's not too late. 541.5. The break of the 541.5 would be nice. Be a nice conviction of that move. Let you know it's not a liquidity grabbing move, which you want to be aware of. Once bulls reach a point where they're having too much resistance with the bears, they set traps, allow the market to appear that it's getting ready to fall, allow early bears to jump on and hang on much longer than that 5-minute give me, and then they mess around and get squeezed. This could be that, or this could end up being a profit taking opportunity as well. Not calling for the reversal at all, but a profit taking opportunity. I did not get into that put. It's the second day of my detox, so my mental is not completely on point. I'm watching the progression of my teammates though. May God continue to bless you. And I applaud you because I know exactly what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish and what you've already accomplished. So just imagine when you take yourself to the next level as well. And I want to give Brooks a special shout out right now. Since our Miami meetup, Brooks' personal account is up over 600% in a month and a half. So shout out to you, Brooks, on that. So if you've done that, I can't imagine once you take yourself to the next level. I'm excited to see it and be a part of that progress, teammate. There was that extra conviction that you guys, if you were waiting on, I put that bell there, put that alarm for you to show us that there was another room for another trade. As the market is taking some profit right now, this is a great 5-minute opportunity that is upon us right now. I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to wait. I'm content with what I've made. I'm going to wait, get a market a little bit more time because I do know what is at stake. Would love to see a continuation. I'm looking now towards the bigger charts. I'm looking towards the 30-minute and I'm looking towards the 15-minute. Looking for confirmation and continuation on either one of those charts right now, only because I'm up. So I want to take the best trades possible. So I personally will be looking at much larger time frames. Great call on that, Calhoun. Glad I caught that. Shout out to Calhoun for a winning trade. It's not about the money. It's about the fact that you won. Okay? It's the fact that you were able to extract money from the market. So shout out to you for doing that. And the only difference between $36 and $360 is you just increasing your size. But you traded it great. Shout out to you. Keep that in mind. The only difference between that 36 being 360 is you clicking that button one more time. That's right. Bigfoot Son says one day it'll be 100. What? He said 1,000 contracts. Yes, sir. Absolutely right. Which is why we want to form good habits, have a good system. Once we develop that system, we can plug any amount into it. So that's what I'm grateful for. It's almost 11 o'clock. Let me give a shout out to our sponsors, and then I'm going to get off of the mic. First shout out is going to be our sponsor, Fallopian Tube Formula. You can find them on the web under FTF System. Do you know someone who wants to have a baby, but they're having a hard time getting pregnant? Well, maybe we can help. We've helped hundreds of women get pregnant with our clinically, naturally proven system. See if we can help you too by going to ftfsystem.com. Read some of the many, many success stories to find inspiration and hope that yes, even you may have the possibility to become pregnant naturally. Head on over to ftfsystem.com. Paid pen. Well, if you have time and a pen, we can show you how to make some money. That nagging college student that always needs money. That second job that you wish you could have but just don't have the time to get to. Well, go to paidpen.com. Watch this 5-minute video. See if this is for you. Get qualified, and as soon as 6 to 8 weeks, start receiving monthly income. Again, that's paidpen.com. Shirts for traders. Shirts for traders. You're a trader, right? Then look like one. Some of the highest quality trading t-shirts online today. Available in all sizes. Great material, fast shipping, and some of the latest, greatest stylish shirts that there are available. And currently the market is absolutely bearish. What a beautiful shirt to add to your collection today. One of the shirts that, oh man, I gotta love this one right here. Heartbeat of a Trader. Love that one as well. The heartbeat of a trader is these candlesticks. Indeed. Head on over there to Shirts for Trader and grab you one of these beautiful t-shirts that are made for men and women. And if you have it in your heart that you would like to support us here on Some Real Change, well, the guys over there at Shirts for Trader have gotten us our very own shirt. That's right. Take risk and get rich. Some real change. Great for guys, great for girls. And the green here glows in the dark. Haha, I bet you didn't know that, did ya? That it glows in the dark. If you would like to help us out, we would greatly appreciate it. And showing my trading view algos before I get out of here. Coming into the market today, we did have this controlled selling algo that the market was in, which is now coming out of right now. So we will adjust that. And we're waiting to see if we have a continuation here. Time will tell. Time will absolutely tell. Now, if I do decide to come back in the market, I like to come back in above that 544 area with a break and retest of that 544 area to go higher. If we are going to come down, then I want to wait until see if we do break outside of this algo and possibly get back again below that 540 and take it down. Until then, I'm on my hands sitting on the sideline. Just wanted to point that out, show that to you guys real quick. Interesting. Go ahead and pull up yesterday as well, so we can get an overall view of exactly where we're at with that 544 area, which is why I said that I would like to come back in the market potentially for a call above that 544 area. And there is the 5437 profit target hit. Second profit target is 545. Second profit target is a 545. Still in that controlled buying algo. Can't thank you guys enough.